Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with light winds. See an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds with a low around 64. And tomorrow, mainly sunny, but stray showers are possible in the afternoon. We'll see a high around 90. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 92.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! You're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Welcome into a Tuesday edition. Tuesday. What's your go-to cuisine on Tuesday, Stricky?
Taco Tuesday.
Yay.
Is definitely something I like. Hey, you know what? I want to throw it out to the blockheads right now, because something in my mind, I've kind of mentioned it to my partner, but I want to come up with a really sweet name, and I would love to petition you guys. Whoever can come up with a great name, we'll give you a meal gift card. Come on down and get you a nice little gift from us from the meal. But so on Tuesdays, my thought is this. So I would love to get you guys to come up with a great name for this day and in this segment. We're gonna dedicate this segment to you guys. If we don't come up with the name, but if you do, meal gift card. So Tuesdays tacos are like a hodgepodge. Some people like sour cream, some people like lettuce, some people like tomatoes. You pick your meat, pause. Either beans, black beans, pulled pork, steak,
fish, lamb,
whatever, right? So to me, pick whatever you want to cover it. It's a hodgepodge of just different things. So we want to do a segment where there's just a hodgepodge of just what's fresh in news, what's fresh in sports. So for example, like I would have thrown this in here today. It's very unfortunate, but the 2024 Wimbledon is obviously going on. I've been peeking and watching some of the matches, both on the men and women's side. But the number one player, his name is Yannick Sinner.
Whoops.
He committed an ultimate sin today. It's losing in the quarterfinals. He was upset by Daniel Medvedev. And so that's a sweet name. And that's something I would have thrown into the hodgepodge. I would have thrown in the Cooper Flagg, would have thrown in just a hodgepodge of just different hot topics of the day. What is a good name to implement tacos or putting something together, a hodgepodge of what I would call it is goulash.
Is it goulash or is it taco, Stricky?
Well, see, I'm just saying what I would call it because I'm a Southern boy. And so what I used to do as a Southern boy, I used to put together, and we called it goulash, right? So it was basically grits. It would be grits, and look, not the instant grits, the stuff that you had to make. It took some time to cook them good grits. It would be grits. I would throw jelly, grape jelly in it, eggs, sausage or bacon or whatever. I would crumble it up, cut it up, throw it together, and whip it up. And ooh, it's so good. Goulash. That's what I used to call it.
Is that how you had to say it every time?
Goulash. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just thinking about it.
Talk about it Tuesday?
Huh? Ooh. Say that again. Also, you might have beat the blockheads with that one.
Taco about it Tuesday.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow. Look at Austin.
How about that?
That's why it's good to have a good partner. See, I thought
Tapas and topics. The block crock pot.
Unnamed texter 3994 says, laugh out loud. That's definitely isn't the goulash I've had. Okay.
You want to make some of that?
The block crock pot. That's a tongue twister, Dalton. Dalton on the Star of the Hammer text line says the block crock pot. That's a boy. I've been and blown that name. Pause. Tapas and topics. Ooh.
Do our tapas come with a siesta? I
need it. You know me. Stricky will get up under the computers in there and take a quick one.
Big chillin'.
You know how I do. You guys don't know. I'm telling you, Austin had to come in there and snag me before the show sometimes. I'll be in there laid out.
Just once or twice.
Yeah, not too much.
Not on the daily. No, just when you need it, right? It's desperation.
I like. We'll consider that. Tapas and topics. I kind of like that. Now, Dalton, I like where you're going, but boy, that's a tongue twister for Stricky.
The block crock pot.
The block crock pot.
The block crock pot. Just emphasize the syllable, right? The block crock pot.
The block crock pot.
Emphasize
I can work that.
The block crock pot.
I could twerk that.
Jocko Taco. Bill and Bennett. Taco Tuesday always leads to Punish the Toilet Wednesday for me. Dang, Bill. Coming right out with it. Okay.
Bill and Bennett. Punish the Toilet too Wednesday.
Wiping Wednesdays.
Wiping Wednesdays. Hilarious. You guys are hilarious, but I love it. Thank you guys for those who have chimed in. I don't want to take too much out of this segment because my boy Austin is grilled up and cooked up some hot topics for today.
Some hot tapas?
Yeah, hot topics. Topics. I can't even say it.
402-464-5685 if you want to get in on the fun. Nebco. Thanks to them. Appreciate them.
Yes, Nepco. We appreciate
Really appreciate that.
Oh, I did something today.
What you got, Stricky? What you got?
Ooh! You see it.
Ooh-wee!
You see it.
What are those,
I'm gonna show it this segment. I'm gonna show it next segment because I would advise you all to take a trek to the Haymarket, to the good old right down the road. And I'm preparing you all because it is a nice low-key spot to pull up for like right before the game. If you're a connoisseur of good brandy or whiskey or good cigars, good stogies, I'm telling you, pull up at Cigars Lounge. I went down there and boy, did I stock up. They took good care of Stricky. I appreciate it. Cigars Lounge right down there in the Haymarket. Check it out if you get a chance to swoop down there.
Those are your shout outs. Mine goes to mom and dad. 30th wedding anniversary today.
Shout out to
mom and dad,
the Orman
love
family.
You.
We
Thanks
love
for all you do for us.
Thank you for
Happy
listening
30th.
too. We know
you.
you're great listeners as well, and forwarding our messages. So we appreciate you as well. 30 years. Woo!
Yeah. They just got back from Italy last month to celebrate. So
Northern Italy or
they hit Venice, Florence, and Rome.
It's a nice little trek.
Yeah. Made their way for a week and a half or two. So.
Yeah. Look, they're giving me ideas.
Don't you leave on me. Not again. Stricky, think about all Stricky. Remember your last travel? That wasn't even international.
Oh, that was. See, man,
that was not even
right.
international.
Austin Orman.
You're not leaving me like
right.
that.
That broke my heart, that trip, man. That has me staying home, like not wanting to move for weeks at a time.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Not staying home. Ollie Gordon III, arrested for DUI last week or over the weekend, still brought to Big 12 Media Days today. He put out a statement yesterday. Today said he couldn't elaborate more on his circumstance because of legal reasons. And here's what Mike Gundy, his head coach, had to say. Your punishment is going to be facing the facts. That's why we brought you here today. Okay? Gundy also said, you're not going into hiding. You're going to face the music. You're going to have to stand up and talk to people and answer questions. And hopefully more than football, you can learn from the situation you've been in, because if not, then we have a real issue. Agree or disagree with Mike Gundy's decision to bring Ollie Gordon along to Big 10 or Big 12 Media Days, despite the DUI?
Okay. So I would say I understand Mike Gundy. He's also went through his own versions. I think he learned a lot of lessons about what it can teach you and growth and humility. And there's so many things you can learn by being able to face the music, right? There's a lot of lessons. It's easy to go into the corner and, like he said, hide out and be still, be quiet, wait till the time comes. In the day and age that we live, Austin, time allows you, especially when you're quiet, it allows grace to just kind of creep a little bit more. It allows the noise to die down a little bit. So you have that going on. But when it's fresh, when the wound is still open, it's not as easy to allow that scab to mull over without touching it. If you're still active, guess what happens? You see that, Austin? You guys can't see it. I have this
gnarly.
It's a deep gouge, and it came from football because I hit somebody with that forearm shiver, right? And helmet gouged me out. But the issue is I still had to practice. I still had to play games. And no matter how I covered it, no matter how much I did to try to heal it,
you couldn't resist.
It was still active and it was going to get opened up. That's what that does for you. So I can understand what he's trying to do with the young man. It's also in the day and age that we have, there's so much gaslighting. There's so much fakery and foolery. There's so many tales from the crypt. If you know, those who are listening, tales from the crypt. Austin wouldn't know that because he's not a movie guy or buff, or he wouldn't know that. But if you know, tales from the crypt. The dude is absolutely that dude is absolutely funny. That's how he laughs on Tales from the Crypt. The guy. Yeah, so you'd have to go look that up, Austin. But it's best to take it up front. You're going to learn. You're going to be hounded about it because why? News that's fresh is fresh news.
Yeah.
So I'm not against it, Austin. I can understand why. I think it's a different take than most.
That's what Jordan says here. In no way does it benefit Gundy or the Pokes. It's a solid decision. Understand why he did it. It's a life lesson, not a football lesson. And Mike Gundy said on the football front, he's not going to miss any games. I'm going to do what we think is best for Oklahoma State football, and I think it's best for Ollie to play. if there's any punishment, it's making him carry the ball 50 times in the first game. Good discussion on that. We'll go to break, some Nebraska football headlines, and more on the block.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries. Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados, plus Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville, $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at KoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Evan Cooper was Matt Rule's dude, right, with prospect identification. How do you think Nebraska's philosophy and process changed with Evan Cooper out the door?
That's such a great question. You turn back towards, Sean Padden and Ryan Callahan and Vince Ginta and those guys that are in the recruiting room. They're no slouches.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sticking with college football as Big 12 Media Days taking place in Las Vegas today. Give us your thoughts on Ollie Gordon of Oklahoma State making the trip after DUI, 402-464-5685. Or if you're more in tune with the Huskers, we get it. That's why we're going to dive into 10 offseason headlines put together by Mitch Sherman of The Athletic. Chatted with him. Was that just last week or is that 2 weeks ago now? I don't know. Either way, appreciate Mitch for jumping on the program with us. He writes for The Athletic. Highly recommend checking out his work there. He's had 10 offseason developments for Nebraska football. We've talked a lot about this one, the first two, really. Evan Cooper's departure and John Butler's addition. Cooper, the recruiting guy for Nebraska football in a lot of ways, also the secondary coach, resigns just, over the weekend on Friday or Saturday, whichever day that was. Nebraska working to hire John Butler. We've talked a lot about those. Those are the two biggest offseason headlines that Mitch talks about. Number 3, I'm in wait and see mode on this one, Strick. There's a lot of defensive backs on a roster for a reason. They're kind of like relief pitchers. Mm-hmm. You're very rarely sure about who's going to be good. And once you have a good year, you're not assured of having a good year the next year, right? Tommy Hill has improved by leaps and bounds in his time at Nebraska, especially once he settled into playing defensive back. Nebraska goes into the transfer portal, gets a super athletic dude in Bly Hill, who got really good reviews in the offseason, hurt his knee in the spring game, though. Nebraska dips back into the transfer portal for Sayre Wright, who's from USC. Started 11 games in 2022. Didn't play nearly as much last year before just walking away from USC, essentially in the middle of the season. Was never on the Trojans spring roster. In theory, it's huge. Former top 100 recruit coming in late in the process and add during summer ball. You think, hey, look at that. Perfect Band-Aid solution. Can you just get, 4, 5, 6 good games out of him till Bly Hill's ready to go? You never have too many defensive backs, but we've seen so many highly touted guys come into Nebraska, especially in that defensive backfield, and just never pan out. I would say it's a boom or bust sort of move for the Huskers.
Okay. I mean, I can't necessarily say because that's the way it's trended, right? But I will ask you this. I think in some instances it's been injuries, unfortunately, that has caused instability within the room. I don't think necessarily that the talent room. So let me ask you this question. Do you think Omar Brown was a bust?
No, I would say no.
Yeah, right? I don't think so.
He came in, he struggled a little bit his first year and then really exploded his second year.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's part of the adjustment process. I think getting them in here, culture change, culture shift, reestablishment of whatever, Coach Rule's culture is going to be. I'm glad that Coach White remained because it allows stability within that space in that room. Those guys seem to be coming together, gelling together being unified group and growing.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the secondary position, I think it's fun. So I think you can come into this program. I think that's what they're selling. I think they're selling just run, roam, be technically sound, do you hawk. I think they're selling a good story, and this is why I think they're starting to get a little bit of traction. But what we want to see is a trend towards excellence in the space, as opposed to just fill in, be here, just basic.
Right. Tommy Hill took a step in that direction, but I think only had a couple interceptions last year. A lot of pass breakups. Wasn't able to actually, secure the ball for interceptions. Tying in with the Bly Hill injury this year, right? Arrival is the departure of Ethan Nation, who got a shot returning a punt or two last year. Committed, I believe it was at an Under Armour camp to the Huskers at one point. He's off the roster. He, of course, had the interception of Dylan Raiola there in the spring game. I'm just... Defensive backs are tricky for me because for every, Tommy Hill that comes in and figures it out in his second year, for every Omar Brown that comes in and figures it out, even, Deshaun Singleton coming out of the JUCO ranks, there's a Nadab Joseph from Virginia Tech, your boy Nate Brennan's old stomping grounds, who comes in, highly touted guy, doesn't even see the field. Tyreek Johnson, right? Former 5-star cornerback from Ohio State. Nebraska's had these guys before, and they just haven't done anything too consistently for me to say, oh, yep, there it is. There's the Band-Aid fix. You're good to go. So I'm kind of out on that one. Jalen Gramstad at quarterback. This is another one that we've talked a bit about. Adding a guy from the NAIA ranks, I'm still not sold on. I don't know what his role is going to be on the field, but Strick, you know about this. You see it in the NBA all the time. Sometimes it's not about the on-field role. Sometimes it's about getting a captain, a winner, a leader who has some talent enough to push the guys and be competition. But in the NBA, you see it all the time, right? Where you sign a guy to a contract to sit on the end of the bench and be a mentor. That's what I think Jalen Gramstad's role is going to be. And I think that could be helpful for Nebraska and that young quarterback.
No doubt. I think that's what you need. You need a lot of you need a lot of glue guys like this. You need guys. Let me just give you an example. There's an organization in the NBA that understands that model. Can you tell me who?
305, baby. Miami.
Right? That's why you're my boy.
I got you.
And they did it with Juwan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
He exits because Juwan was there when that young crew with Wade, Bosch, and, maturing crew was still, so he was still there waving towels and enjoying that whole process. And then Udonis Haslam retires and he becomes that same thing. That team could have looked totally different because I don't think Spoelstra could have done it. But it would have looked totally different if they would have allowed Jimmy Butler to run rush shot. But the day that Udonis checked him was the day that I think they became something, as far as that team, that group.
Mm-hmm.
And you need that. You need leadership. You need guys. But here's the issue. You don't see that in LA. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's narcissism. There's
nepotism.
There's a lot of isms.
Schisms, isms.
There's
itises.
There's knee-itis, ankle-itis, whatever itis. There's a lot of itis, as well with AD, and there's really not a guy like that. There's not really. There's a bunch of yes guys. Guys that are just going to go along to get along.
Mm-hmm.
Who on that group can challenge?
Jay Foreman, damn top. Strick, hate, all caps.
Just saying. It's not really even hate. It's just it's not that. It's just not there. There's other organizations that's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually say Phoenix is the same.
Oh yeah.
I would actually say Phoenix is one. Because KD showed from the time and even at OKC that when he needed to check
Russ.
That part, he couldn't do it.
Nope. Steven Adams was too young. Ibaka wasn't that guy.
There you go. So
Russ might
I'm
check
not
somebody
even
he didn't
saying
need to
that
check.
they're the only one. There's other teams out there. Now I can tell you in Milwaukee, Giannis is him. Like he's
doing the checking.
He's not going for the okie doke, and I even think Dame can step in and do it. I just think that Dame's just older now. He's just not. I think they would have got him 4 years ago.
Well, it's not Dame's franchise.
I think if they would have got him 4 years ago, he would have been a little bit better. They really don't. Middleton's not that. Nobody else on that team is that.
Jay Crowder, when they had him, thought he was that. PJ Tucker thought he was that. But those guys are bouncing around the league. It has to be Giannis there.
Who in Philly?
Dare I say Batum before he left? Should be Embiid. Maxey should be the next, but I don't think it is either. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Robert Covington back in the day?
Who in Boston?
Oh, that's Drew or Horford.
Definitely not Drew.
See, I think it is.
You think so?
I think he's got aspects of it. I think Horford's first.
I think Drew is like Tyronn Lue to me, where he does it on court and he does it subliminally. Like he does it by subliminal messaging. I don't think he does it by in your face.
So Horford?
I think Horford could do. I think Horford's got some of that. I know it's
Marcus
not.
Smart
I know
that
it's
guy
not
before they traded him.
Yeah. I actually think it's Brown. Brown is highly intelligent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Brown has a way of doing it by not necessarily having to get all up in your face, but he can do it by way of being stoic still and holding frame, but not necessarily brazen.
Yeah. Yeah. So as this relates to Dylan Raiola, right? You mentioned Haslam checking Jimmy Butler, right? Jimmy's supposed to be Miami's best player. Every athlete you talk to, I know you've mentioned yours, has a welcome to college moment. Oh, this wasn't what I signed up for. Oh, someone needed to open my eyes to it. Do you think Nebraska football has the pieces in place to check a Dylan Raiola to make sure he handles his welcome to college moment well? Or do you think it's a program that's in a place where whatever Dylan's mood is and whatever he wants to do is going to run the program?
No, I actually think the best thing that happened for Dylan is his uncle being in the locker room. I think look, they say his demeanor is uniquely different in presence than behind closed doors. Like he's in your face, get the work done. Now Jay can tell you a little bit more, but that's the word I've heard. I think Unc and his family can do that. Now, hopefully they don't let it get too far gone. But I actually think Harburg is a capable person as well.
Okay.
In hopefully not necessarily being in your face type of, but I think just respecting, for some form of respect. I think you got to respect him, man. He's a tremendous athlete. He may not have the skill set that you have, but he will fight for what he believes is his.
Would you rather Dylan Raiola have his welcome to college moment now in the offseason or once the real bullets start flying during the 12 games that matter?
I don't mind it happening in season because you can't really duplicate it as much in practice as you can. You try to, and you try to show it on film. But it's not until you get in the fire that you really find out what you're made of. Right? You can, for example, you can try to pound iron and beat it into shape. It ain't going nowhere.
It's stronger than your hammer.
Until you put it in the fire. And then you begin to mold it. That's when I think molding is best done, is when it's been put in the fire.
I hope he's had a welcome to college
Y'all
moment.
don't, boy, Stricky be taking y'all deep. Y'all don't even be understanding. That analogy was deep.
You nailed
Real
it.
talk.
Yeah.
Y'all don't be understanding Stricky. I don't know. I think I've been blowing over y'all heads sometime. But
Well
anyway.
done. Job well done.
Y'all don't love Stricky. They don't love Stricky.
My
boy.
Stricky.
My boy.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
No, I'm just playing. Let's go.
I'm
We're
saying
having a good time.
We are. I hope Dylan Raiola has had his eyes opened already, right? I hope he was misstepping and someone put him back in place. He's like, okay, this is what I got to do. I'm not going to be able to get away with it anymore. because there's going to be another one in season, right? As ballyhooed, as hyped as he is, some defensive coordinator is going to do something that throws him for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Some defender is going to come unblocked and knock him into yesterday, right? It's going to happen. That's going to be another welcome to college moment. If
it didn't ever happen to Stricky, though. No, I'm just playing.
It never happened because Stricky didn't play college football, so that's why that never happened.
Basketball, you have moments. There's people that give you that work, but I think the one that really kind of had me, I would say, gave me, it wasn't early, but it was kind of frustrating because I was like, I used to could punk people. I could not punk Paul Pierce. I couldn't punk him. I was trying to. I was trying to, hit him with shoulders, and I was trying. He just went on about his business. I couldn't punk him.
Just ignored you?
I mean, he
didn't give you the time of day?
He really didn't even. He just, he's just so. All right, man. Okay, that's how he is.
He kept that from college to the pros.
Yeah, but he talked a little bit more in the pros. You saw what he did to you. You can look it up. You saw what he did to Al Harrington.
True.
You saw Al Harrington push Stricky out the way.
Yep.
To take that eyeball sandwich.
Joke's on him.
I said, you can have it, my boy. You go ahead, get cooked up.
Not gonna taste good, that eyeball sandwich.
It ain't gonna taste good, but get cooked up. I'm glad you moved me out the way.
Stricky did the Jordan shrug. I told you what's gonna happen.
I did. I tried to let him know.
How's shootout gonna go today?
Stricky, the champ is here. The champ is here. Yeah.
That's how you're feeling?
That's how
All right. 402-464-5685. We need a challenger. We'll play the shootout with Strick for $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings with 2 Lincoln locations next. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Play ball! Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike three, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with light winds. See an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds with a low around 64. And tomorrow, mainly sunny, but stray showers are possible in the afternoon. See a high around 90. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Old School with DP and J.
You have to get ready for this long haul of a season that you put, hopefully, your blood, sweat, and tears into training to be in your best form. And whatever team does it at a higher percentage, that means if you have 100 players and you do it at a 90%, 90% of the guys do it on a 90% basis, generally it correlates to what your wins and losses.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now, 464-5685, to take your shot against Eric Strickland. Shootout with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Time to play the game! That it is. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:45, we play the Shootout with Strick. It's 4 questions for Strick and 4 questions for you. Presented by Buffalo Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations, 68th and O, as well as 40th and Old Cheney. We go to our Honda of Lincoln hotline. We welcome in the challenger, the competition. Tom, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
Good deal. We're doing well here. You familiar with the shootout and the rules?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Excellent. Hold on the line. We will get Strick his questions, and then we will get to you. Stricky, still feeling good?
Yeah. Doing good, my boy.
Okay, you were eating good. Let's see if you're answering good. Your round starts in 3, 2, and 1. He led the Big 12 in rushing yards last season. Ollie Gordon or Taj Brooks?
Taj.
It was Ollie. He had more sacks last season, Austin Booker or Byron Murphy?
Booker.
It was Booker. He passed for more yards last season, Jalen Daniels or Will Howard?
Daniels.
It was Howard, and they won the Big 12 last season. They won the Big 12 last season.
Championship or season?
Yes.
Texas.
It was indeed Texas. College football playoff appearance. That is a 3-point round for Stricky. Not bad.
It's a bull
Not bad.
dunk. You gave me that gut. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
Not this time.
Not this time. You did.
All right, Tom. 3 to tie, 4 or more to win. Are you ready for your shot?
Please give me a layup like the Texas one.
We'll see. Your round starts here in 3, 2, and 1. He led the Big 12 in passing yards last season. Dylan Gabriel or Alan Bowman?
Gabriel.
Yep. He had more receiving yards last season. Xavier Worthy or A.D. Mitchell?
Mitchell.
It was Worthy. He won the Big 12 Coach of the Year last season. Mike Gundy or Chris Kleiman?
Kleiman.
It was Gundy. And they won the Big 12 2 seasons ago.
Kansas State.
Kansas State is the guess. Right color, wrong team.
Oh, who beat them?
It was TCU. TCU wins the Big 12. Tom, I tried. I thought you had it.
Yeah, I should have got that one. Congrats. See ya.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate the effort. Ricky.
It's that
feeling it.
Javante Davis uppercut. God dang it. Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah,
You
Taco
did it.
Tuesday. Bring in the champ.
And hey, just so we're all clear here, Tom said he should have had that one. It was a layup.
Yeah, it was a layup.
So, yeah.
No, it was. I
Tom
think that was fair.
I thought so.
actually thought you was fair for the first time.
First time in a long time, right? Hey, that's okay. $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings still on the line. The way we do that is we play the tiebreaker question. Tom was incorrect. He said Chris Kleiman was the Big 12 Coach of the Year last year. It was Mike Gundy. Over, under, or push, Strick's number. Texter number 3 will get the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Stricky, I ask you, how many times has Mike Gundy been named Big 12 Coach of the Year?
How long has this been his tenure?
Mike Gundy has been at Oklahoma State a long time. Became Oklahoma State's coach in 2005. So going into his 20th season, I believe.
5.
Stricky says 5. Over, under, or push his answer for $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. We will take a break. We'll give you the answer when we get back, and we'll dive into my boy, Cooper Flagg. What are reasonable expectations for him with all the hype coming out of Las Vegas and Team USA training camp? What are people saying? How does your resident Duke fan feel about it? We'll get into that and plenty more in hour 2 of On the Block here on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey, I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at copplecars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with Approved Credit.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Play ball! Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike three, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Old School with DP and J.
You have to get ready for this long haul of a season that you put, hopefully, your blood, sweat, and tears into training to be in your best form. And whatever team does it at a higher percentage, that means if you have 100 players and you do it at a 90%, 90% of the guys do it on a 90% basis. Generally, it correlates to what your wins and losses.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three. And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NEBCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
You know, I love it.
Heck yeah. That milk coffee's got you going.
Mill getting it started.
And those stogies about to get popped off.
Bang! You see it. Cigars Lounge. Right on down the street. Hey, listen. If you just come on down to the mill, just come on down to the mill, jump on a lime, ride on across a couple lights, voila, you're right there at Cigars Lounge. Get you some nice wine, some nice whiskey, bourbon, whatever your flavor is, it can go down right. I love the ambiance, to be honest. I just like it's nice and quiet. It's just chill. It's peaceful. It's in the cut. Gives you that kind of old school alley vibe. That you know. Remember that song back in the day, the Alley Cat. Alley Cat. I forgot how it goes. The Alley Cat. It was a song back in the day, man. There was a group, man. They looked like they were on Grease. I can't remember the name. Sauterham text line, I know y'all know, but they sung Alley Cat Strut or something like that. But anyway, they took care of your boy today, Austin. I'm gonna be nice and comfortable sitting at the crib today.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned whatever your flavor is. Nebraska ball fan, pick your flavor. You win the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. The question was, how many times has Mike Gundy been named Big 12 Coach of the Year? Stricky said,
Viva in the Funk House.
Answer was 3. 2010, 2021, and 2023. So, Nebraska ball fan on the text line, go ahead and send us your name. We'll get you written down. Come pick up your $30 to Buffalo Wings.
That's the name.
Rings.
The Stray Cats. I knew there was a song called Stray Cat Strut. I knew it was
by the Stray Cats.
By the Stray Cats.
Dang. Okay.
They sung a lot of songs like that dealt with like animals and cats and yeah. They got the movies out now, Austin, like what's the one, like the one where they're inside your head or something like
Inside
that.
Out.
And then they got the cats that be talking and living, and they got all the little dogs, and they got Dalmatians, and they got all the
everything.
I think the Stray Cat started that off, to be honest. Let's get it. Let's be real.
Good for them.
Stray Cat Strut.
I guess.
The Stray Cat Strut's coming in. That's it. I know a little something.
You're vibing.
Yeah.
What a day.
It is a great day.
Also a great day to visit NEBCO, nebcoinc.com. Lots of openings for you. Constructors, hiring for general laborers, ready-mix drivers, hiring CDL drivers. 3 places to visit. nebcoinc.com for everything. Constructorslincoln.com or readymixedconcrete.com if you're looking to start your new career today.
One thing I can tell you for sure is that if I don't have the answer, boy, the blockheads be on it. They got all the answers.
We appreciate them.
I just throw it out there, and they be like, voila. They be just, boop, boop.
We love them.
We love
appreciate them.
Yeah.
I love and appreciate Cooper Flagg.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Gary Parrish, CBS
his
Sports.
Boy. Look, his boy, Cooper Flagg. He only likes Cooper Flagg, y'all, because he kind of looks like him. They kind of look like they could be brothers or something. You kind of favor Cooper Flagg, just you didn't get the height.
That's fair.
You got the Slim Reaper look,
yeah,
but you just didn't get the height. The hype.
It's true.
Or the hype.
No, neither of those two things. Speaking of the hype, is it getting out of control? Here's what Gary Parrish of CBS Sports had to say about Cooper Flagg and his time in Las Vegas.
I don't know if we're learning anything, but we're certainly being reminded that the hype appears to be real. This is a young man who is still only 17 years old, will not turn 18 until December, and yet is widely regarded as the best amateur basketball player in the world. He would be the number one pick in next year's draft if we held it tonight. Honestly, if we would have allowed him to be in the 2024 NBA draft a few weeks ago, he would have probably been the number one pick in that one. But still, you never know what it's going to look like, a 17-year-old against grown men, until you see a 17-year-old against grown men. And yesterday in Las Vegas, against quite literally the best players in the world, he looked comfortable. He looked the part. He was knocking down shots from the perimeter. He was getting to the rim and dunking. It really gives a lot of, validity to the idea that this young man is not only going to be, the most high-profile freshman in the country and arguably the most high-profile player in the country and the projected favorite to be the number one pick in the next draft. He's got a real shot to be the best college basketball player in the country this season as well, despite being way younger than most people need to be before they could ever approach those types of labels. To be clear, he was on the court yesterday, not just playing against some of the best players in the world, but playing with other NBA players, guys who have already performed in that league and proven stuff. And there are people walking out of that gym in Las Vegas telling you that, Cooper Flagg, at the very least, was the best player on his team. If you're John Shire or a Duke fan, you got to be thrilled with what you're hearing coming out of the desert.
Yes, I am thrilled. It's a lot. It's intense. Cooper Flagg looked like he was doing it all. The expectations for him, Strick, in college. Does he have to be the National Player of the Year? Does he have to be the Freshman of the Year? When you hear what the reports are out of Las Vegas about Cooper Flagg, how good do you think he's going to be in college?
I just love that he looks poised. He doesn't look. Listen, most guys like that, when you get Drew Holiday on you, you kind of get hesitant and tentative with your handle. He didn't. He didn't buckle. He didn't break. Got a shot blocked by AD. And just continued on, went and retrieved it, kicked it, backdoor cut, dunk. I mean, he's just not phased. He doesn't get. Look, Duke has found a gem, and look, we know that Duke has found them before. We know that what they had in Barrett and with that team and Zion and there was one more that I think I'm missing.
Cam
Reddish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. We know they've had high-level talent like that. I'm going to venture to say that Zion wasn't a three-level guy like he is.
No.
He's going to be a terror in the ACC, and he's only 17. That's crazy. But you can tell he's focused. He's focused on the craft.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't going to do nothing but take his confidence level to a whole nother level.
The other reports that we've heard about him, dating back to the UIBL circuit and his high school games, is that his defense is ahead of his offense. How rare is that for a player of his caliber at this height, for the defense to be ahead of the offense?
I'm not going to say it's rare, because I think you would be surprised that guys like Giannis was a defense until he really developed into himself. He wasn't like an offensive juggernaut. It is rare air for his age, but that only tells you how well he was coached. For me, that was the best thing that I could say happened to me, is having Lanny Richards. Shout out to Lanny Richards and the Richards family. That having him as my coach, because when I maybe could have strayed and wanted to do it my way, he would take the ball away from me. My shot wouldn't have been as better than it was without Lanny, because I kind of came from the hip. It took too long, but he took the ball away from me and was like, "You're gonna shoot 100 times at a spot before you can even go to a basket." He did things like that. Showed me defensive principles and basically instilled in me that I believe he was coached like that. I believe Cooper Flagg was coached like, look, the reason being is, first, you're in Maine. So you're not already going to get, how am I going to differentiate myself amongst? He raises the level of the whole main AAU program and takes it to a whole nother level just by with the willingness to do the little things to make your team and to be the number one guy in doing it, which then it trickles over, and that next thing you know, it's infectious, right? I think that's what he's going to be for that Duke team. I think he's going to take it by the reins. He's not going to come in with a bravado and a super arrogance. He's going to come in and just like, I'm giving you this work every day. And that's what you just try to do.
The last one and done that I can think of that was a defense first prospect is Anthony Davis.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Now, Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg are not the same player at all, right? AD is a true 5. Maybe if we know he wants to be a 4, but I think he's probably best at center. Shot blocker, post. Cooper Flagg's more a 3-level defender, such as it is, right? Maybe 2-level. He can guard on the perimeter and wing and down low.
He don't have the handle that Cooper Flagg has.
No.
Cooper has pats.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm like, young fella has pats. Yeah.
The comparisons that have been thrown out for Cooper Flagg. Andre Kirilenko, Paul George. One other guy said he's a mix of Giannis, Jason Tatum, Paul George, and Franz Wagner. I don't know about that one either, Stricky. Giannis, Tatum, George, and Franz Wagner.
Yeah, I don't know if I can roll with that one.
Where do you agree or disagree?
I'm not against Franz. I'm not against that. I'm actually not even against Paul George. I don't think yet. Like, I think you guys need to go back and watch old Paul George, Indiana Paul George. Like, he's not that yet. So, I mean, you can see glimpses maybe of it because you see him now. But that old Paul George, boy, like, if he can get to that, whoa. Because that old Paul George was a suck. Almost curse. You almost had to dump that. Yeah, that part.
Yeah. Another NBA scout said the defense, the instincts on that end translate immediately. The shot blocking is advanced. He can guard too. I love how he competes with young players. The offense is always a learning curve.
Is he a thicker Chet Holmgren with just a little bit more? But
Chet's taller. Chet's taller. Chet's got some dog. Cooper's skinny, man. I mean, he's not like
Chet's skinny.
Cooper's bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not quite skinny as Chet.
Not skinny as Chet.
Yeah.
But what I did see is I see him, I seen him put a little body on some people like in the post and was able to go up through the contact. That's where you notice where there's no flail or no fall off through the contact.
Boy, back down Drew for the baseline jumper, right. The put back over Bam with the foul.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where you know he's a little bit ahead of guys like that.
In terms of offense, we're going to get to my kind of expectations from as a Duke fan here in just a little bit. Shooting, kind of the swing skill, right? Especially in the modern NBA. He's a 34, 35, 36% shooter from 3, which might be enough, right? Given everything else that he does, but he's really growing into the shot. It's not really conventional, a little funky with the elbow and the way that kind of plays out a little bit. So the jump shot is going to be key. On 3 had an article that said through his last 50 games played, he's taken 147 threes. He's hit 35% of them, which is pretty much, the bare minimum of what you have to do. Maybe you get away with, 30 or 33. But an NBA scout said the question is going to come down to the jump shot and where he's best utilized in half court. Can he make shots on the regular? Is he good enough to be the guy given the ball to run an offense in spurts, but also play some small ball 5 that can develop into a mismatch out of the mid post, high post, and also a cutter and a lob threat? I don't think Cooper Flagg is a true point forward. I think about like Cody Williams from Colorado last year. He's not a Luka at all. He's not that good with the ball in his hands. I think he's best off the ball, but he's a crafty passer, right? If you post him up and spread the floor around him, he'll make plays for others. If you get a bigger guy on him, he can shot fake and drive around him. But I love the idea of him handling sometimes, of him being a small ball 5 against a traditional big that probably can't keep up with him. And I love the idea of him at even the 3 in a supersized lineup, because I don't know if he has one dominant skill on offense, but he's good enough at everything. Oh, Stricky's got his eye on the fly.
I was about to tear him up.
He flew away. He's scared. He knew it was coming. But I don't think Cooper Flagg needs to be Duke's number 1 option on offense specifically, because I don't think that's what he'll be in the NBA. Maybe he'll grow into it, like you said, right? He's not young Paul George right now. Maybe he can get there. Get it? I saw contact. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll
I don't
see.
know if I had enough to push him against something. Too much air.
Right.
These little the meal is cooking up some goods out here. These flies, people walking in the doors and not understanding the flies is following you.
Flies follow the honey?
They follow the bee.
The bee? It's true. But we see a lot of guys who can get buckets in college struggle to adapt to the NBA when that's not their role for a few years, because they're playing behind veterans who can also get buckets. That's why I think Cooper Flagg he might even have a better, NBA role than he does in college.
I agree.
Because he's so versatile, because he doesn't demand the spotlight and shots.
Where top 3 places you would like? That's your boy.
He's my boy.
Top 3 places you would like to see him in the NBA, or to have a shot at him.
Man, there's a lot of, every team could use a piece like him. Hypothetically, San Antonio around Wemby, put him at the 3 or the 4, potentially. Could he be a Porzingis replacement for Boston? I know he's not going to get there, obviously. Cade Cunningham just upped for a max. I'm not mad at Caden Cooper. I mean, Portland could obviously use him. The Nets are going to tank to try to get him. Does Charlotte need him? Brandon Miller really came on. Wizards?
I you know what, that would kind of actually, if they could be healthy, but I just don't like the maturity level for a guy like Cooper Flagg at Charlotte.
Even though it's just down the road from his Duke support system?
I mean, I'm saying the maturity of the team.
Gotcha.
The leadership and the maturity of the team. I wouldn't want to see him in like Houston. I wouldn't want to see him just the maturity.
In Memphis.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see him like, I would love to see him like in an OKC or Denver. It's not going to happen.
Right.
They're going to be too good.
Right.
He could probably end up in Golden State.
Ooh, that's interesting.
He could probably end up there. I would hate to see him in Portland. I'm going to tell you where I would hate to see him.
Okay.
And then break that down. I think Indiana's too good. I think Milwaukee's too good. Boston definitely too good. Like, he's not going to be a Filipowski. He's not going to have a Filipowski fall
or role.
Yeah,
different players.
It's going to be different. So
Miami.
I to be honest, I don't think he's going to be able to be in Orlando. I don't think Miami's possible. I think they're going to be in the middle of the pack. I think Atlanta could end up with him. Not too happy about that one for him. Charlotte could be in the mix. You're right. DC, but I would hate it with the maturity level of a guy like Jordan Poole, or it's just
Kuzma's still
cancerous.
there.
It's just cancerous, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Out west, he's definitely not going to Phoenix.
Hey, I don't know if Phoenix blows it up. If Phoenix says, "Hey, we're sitting at 500, we don't feel like we can make a run," does Phoenix blow it up mid-season and try to tank to get him?
What can they do though? You remember the new CBA has worked it out to where tanking's not possible.
Well, they would still sell a couple pieces, try to get some picks.
But who?
I don't know.
They're stuck. Like, the contracts and the age are at a point now to, like, you've watched everybody give up the kit and caboodle and the whole freaking kitchen sink and it not pan out. You watched it right before your eyes, what it did for Washington, nothing. What it did for Brooklyn, nothing. Now Brooklyn might be somewhere he could end. And I actually wouldn't mind him going there and really being a focal point, similar to what Porzingis did for New York early on. I could see that happening.
If Utah trades Markkanen, does Flagg replace him?
Possibly. That could be a good look. I think, and that's a great place for him, I think. I think he won't be culturally I don't think he is. I think he's actually a young man that understands and has been around in enough to not be culture shocked by certain places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like some people could, you get there. I think there might be, I think New York could initially, but he's close enough. He's a Northeastern guy, so I don't think that would bother him. Maybe Atlanta would be like, oh, whoa. It'd be kind of wild possibly, but I don't see too many places for him that would be a bother.
I mean, if he just
maybe Houston.
Yeah.
Houston's wild.
But if he just went to Vegas against the 12 best players in the world and kept his composure at 17.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's different, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Another reason that I think he's different, when we bring it back to college just briefly here at the end of the segment, is that there are going to be some games where people don't understand the Cooper Flagg hype. You'll look at the box score and you're going to be extremely underwhelmed. This is my bold prediction here, right? There are going to be some games where Cooper Flagg scores 11 points on like 4 shots. Doesn't seem like he's much of a factor, but he had double-digit rebounds. He had 5-6 assists and 4 block shots. But you just look at the points, you're like, okay, whatever. If you look at some other games, you'll see that he puts up 30 points on like 10 of 23. You're like, oh, he scored 30 points. He almost carried Duke. Duke is going to be at its best when Cooper Flagg isn't forced to score the basketball. And he scores within the flow of offense. Mm-hmm. He's going to be better. He's hyped right now. There are going to be multiple moments this year where people are going to say, I'm not sold on Cooper Flagg as the number 1 overall pick. He's not scoring the ball. He's going to affect the game in other ways. That's my take on it. We'll go to break. When we get back, some Nebraska men's basketball news. The field for Hawaii is finalized, and Huskers in the Olympics. We'll talk about that and more when we get back to On the Block.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhaus and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey. I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with a roof credit.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Prodigy Baseball Academy, Lincoln's premier baseball program, is excited to partner with the #1 national youth and high school program to offer a larger player development program with a national network for tournaments and recruiting. Prodigy Baseball has been nominated several years by the Lincoln Choice Awards for outstanding dedication to youth baseball. Come see the USA Prime Prodigy difference. For a full listing of tryouts and to learn more about USA Prime Prodigy, check them out on Facebook at Lincoln Prodigy Baseball or at lincolnprodigybaseball.com. USA Prime Prodigy is excited to announce the tryouts for the upcoming season. Prodigy Baseball is where players in Lincoln go to receive player development, a competitive tournament schedule, and incredible family atmosphere. USA Prime Prodigy will be hosting tryouts July 14th through the 16th at 6 p.m. at Optimus Sports Complex for ages 7 to 14. Jalen Wordley, Caleb Clark, and Mason McConaughey from Husker Baseball will be there to sign autographs and talk to the youth. Tryouts start on July 14th at 6 p.m. Learn more at lincolnprodigybaseball.com.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A little Nebraska men's basketball news for you. The Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic in Honolulu. The field is finalized. Obviously, headlined by your Nebraska Cornhuskers. Austin Norman, Eric Strickland with you, by the way, 402-464-5685 if you've got any thoughts here. So Nebraska headlining the tournament. Loyola Chicago in the field. Never forget, was that 5 years ago already? They had their run to the Final Four with that crew.
They had somebody on that team, not on that team, but that played there that we're familiar with.
Indeed. Denzel Valentine's younger brother, Drew, is the head coach at Loyola Chicago. So there's a Big Ten tie. Murray State, a.k.a. John Morant, is in the field. Charlotte, Bryce Williams, old school, in the field. College of Charleston. Nebraska's seen them in baseball recently. Interesting team, but of course they just lost their head coach, Pat Kelsey, to Louisville. Oakland, how about that, Strick? Oakland upsets Kentucky. All right, they lose their coach, Greg Campy, who retires. Jack Golke, who hit all those threes, is off playing with the Thunder in the NBA Summer League. Oregon State, who Nebraska played last season up in Sioux Falls. Program still in rough shape, didn't necessarily add a lot or improve. And then Hawaii, kind of a wild card. Can't say I know much about them, but it will be on their home turf. I don't know about you, Strick. When I look at this field, I would hope Nebraska wins. I think it's a field full of landmines for the Huskers. I think it's more of a potential stumbling block than a resume enhancer necessarily.
I think the field is a great place, similar to what happened when I think I shared with you that what the experience they gleaned by going out to Europe. There were a lot of lessons that they were not having big fellas, not having big men. I think this is a good time to get away from home in the winter and get into some sun and fun, grow together, be together, travel together, experience together. And I don't think the field is crazy difficult. Like you said, you've already beat a team that, so you're familiar with them. You have a good core of your guys back. A lot of mid-major flow, some success maybe out west, some success in the north. They've had some success in their conferences, but if they play their style of ball, I think, they'll be all right. And you want to be aggressive. I think you don't want to take your eye off the prize. Because if you get down there and start thinking about everything instead of what you've come down there for, then you're going to get clipped. A team is going to be more focused on you. I think one of the worst experiences I've had was when we went to Puerto Rico, and we ended up losing to Ace Custis, who I played with in Dallas, and he's now, I think, a coach still at Virginia Tech. That's his alma mater. So we ended up playing in the championship game against Virginia Tech, and we lost. But we were focused on the prize, but we weren't fully. And then you end up in a humid gym, no air conditioning, open. And when you talk about slippery floor, we started worrying about the wrong stuff, about not having grip, not being able to, you're sliding all over the place. And instead of keeping your eye on the goal and the prize, we're all experiencing the same thing. I think we overly worried about it. I think you can't go down there and whatever it is outside of what you're going to be doing and coming back with the prize, that's going to leave you open to get clipped.
Yeah. Especially because it's over Christmas.
Yeah.
You're in Hawaii where it's warm, right? There's a lot of other things you could be thinking about, being distracted by. Absolutely. And maybe not the highest profile tournament Nebraska could have been in. Not horrendous, not bottom of the pack, but again, I think you have to view it as a business trip, right? Put distractions aside, understand when it's vacation and when it's time for basketball. But overall, I think it'll be a good opportunity for Nebraska, especially if it takes care of business and avoids some of those landmines. Some other Husker basketball adjacent news: a couple players and a coach named to their national teams for the Olympics. Obviously, Keisei Tominaga is not just on the 3-on-3 team for Team Japan, but Stricky, he made the final 12-man roster. A couple NBA guys alongside him, Yuta Watanabe and Rui Hachimura, is playing for Japan as well. They snuck into the field. I think that's awesome for Keisei, not just to be on 3-on-3, but to actually get to the 5-on-5 stage as well.
No question. It's going to be great for him and whatever is to come of his career. He decided to stay in Japan and play professionally.
He signed an Exhibit 10 with the Pacers.
Okay.
I think it was the Pacers, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, it was the Pacers. Exhibit 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
cool.
Not quite yet. The other Nebraska news, I keep resting my elbow on my mic button, muting myself instead of Strick. Team Australia, the other team with a Husker adjacent player. We know Australia has been pretty solid for a while, Strick, on the men's side. Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, longtime NBA stalwarts. Matthew Dellavedova will be playing as well. All those have played in 4 or 5 Olympics. Dante Exum, your boy. Josh Green, used to be your boy. Nick K, Jock Landale had an NBA cup of coffee. Duop Reith, all back for the Olympics. Dyson Daniels of the Pelicans has made Team Australia. Josh Giddey is on the Olympic team for Team Australia. Will Magnay, and here's this, Strick, a little bit of a deep cut. Jack McVay, former Husker. If you would have told me 10 years ago that Jack McVay was going to make an Olympic team, I would have thought you were crazy. He plays in 78 games at Nebraska with 15 starts, shoots 41% from the floor, 34% on 3, 75% on the free throw line. His career averages 5 points, 2 rebounds, and about half an assist per game at Nebraska.
Well, if you're playing today, my boy, you're Jack McVay. Those are Bronny James Jr. numbers. You could have been in the NBA with a 4-year deal, my boy. I'm just saying.
If you know the right people.
I'm just saying.
How about this glow up, though, Strick? Jack McVay kind of bounces around the Australian and New Zealand pro leagues.
Yeah.
This last year at age 28, he's the New Zealand Basketball Player of the Year. Leads his team for a championship, 17 points, 6 rebounds, an assist and a half per game.
That's development.
To the fullest.
That's development. See, if they don't do that to your boy Bronny, it's going to be trouble. Like, they need to let that young man develop. I mean, if they put him on that active roster and let him sit at the end of the bench, I've been there. It wasn't as bad as it is now, because at least we practiced some. We got a little bit of work. We didn't really have a place to go, but we had to play like 3-on-3 some days, and let that young man go develop. McVay got development. He continued to work.
Here's his climb.
When it was quiet. And, yeah, go ahead.
3 points, 6 points, 9 points, 12 points, 15 points, 17 points. His rebounds have gone from 2 to 1.5 to 3 to 5 to 4.5 to 6. His shooting percentages started out at 38%, up to 52%. Free throws have hovered around in the mid to upper 80s his entire career. If you're good enough to play college basketball, there's a good player in there somewhere. But to your point, not all of them get that developmental runway like Jack McVay did going back home.
That's it. That's really what it comes down to. I can honestly say, Austin, the best thing that happened to me was getting cut by the Dallas Mavericks, sent to the CBA. And even while I was there, having a mentality. And look, this can happen in anything, y'all. This ain't just sports related. This is life related. Because there's going to be times where you're going to get cut. There's going to be times where you're going to get fired. You're going to get the pink slip. You're going to get laid off. And it would be easy for us to just settle in and give up the ghost, right? But it's what are you going to build? Can you create your own business? Did you learn a skill set? Do you need to develop a skill set? Changes happen. It's no longer as hard on the manufacturing side. Maybe it's better on the IT side. Are you willing to step outside the box and do something different? To me, it was a matter of I needed to have a conversation with the coach because my mentality was I'm not staying here and nor do I belong here. And that's what young men ultimately going to have those crosswords, those real discussions with themselves, right? Not even with family. Don't have that discussion with a family. Don't have that discussion with a friend, because guess what? Your friends on the block, they're going to tell you, yo, man, coach is tripping. They bullying, man. They treating you wrong. No, you don't want that to happen. You want to have those real conversations with yourself so that you can begin to work your way through whatever the obstacle is that's in front of you.
I'm going to go to the text line here, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, 402-464-5685. They're just one block down from us here we're at 11th and O, Sartor Heyman Jewelers at 12th and O. Brad, we know you listen to the show. Maybe it's with one ear. Your text says, how bad is the world at basketball if dudes who barely got D1 offers made their country's roster?
No, I'm trying to tell you. No, Brad. It's not that. It's not that. There's going to be U.S. is going to get challenged.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to be by France. Luka's out.
It's true.
That's wild. Sylvania's out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's one of the best players in the world. He's out.
Mm-hmm. Australia.
Greece in.
Mm-hmm. Canada
in. And
dangerous.
Dangerous.
And Spain.
Man,
been good for a long time.
Brad, I'm sorry, bro. No. I can't say that, my guy.
That's Group A. Group B, France has Wemby and Gobert with no defensive 3 seconds and no goaltending calls, along with
Camp out,
Fournier,
Camp
Batum.
out city.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Build your tent in the paint. Come in here at your own risk.
Germany with the Wagners and Schroeder. Japan with Casey. Brazil sent some guys to the NBA
Puerto
in
Rico.
the past. Grand Theft Alvarado.
Puerto Rico is, listen, they play with heart. Like, if you come in there just thinking you're going to just walk, they'll give you some work. I watched them play. Like, I'm like, man, watch out now. There's some guys out there.
The other team in Team USA's group alongside of Puerto Rico and South Sudan is Serbia. Tricky. Do you know an NBA player from Serbia?
Yeah, it's Joker, right?
Joker.
Mm-hmm.
The Bogdanoviches.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. At least one of them is going to be there. You look at Vasily Misic, who is a point guard that's had some NBA cups of coffee.
U.S. has
Pokusevski.
Oh, he's on there too?
Yep. The long, gangly European Chet Holmgren.
U.S. has no answer for Joker.
Well, to be fair, no one does.
U.S. Look.
Put Cooper on the team. Put Cooper Flagg on the team. He answers Jokic. Joker and the team passes better than he's not going to be the only one that can drop dimes. No. And it goes to prove the point too. I mean, these players that we think of in the NBA and in college, how many times have we seen guys find a different gear in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Patty Mills in the NBA versus Patty Mills for Australia.
Facts.
Not the same player.
Facts.
Patty Mills for Team Australia, wearing his country's colors, representing the Aboriginal community like he does. He takes immense pride in that. They cater to his skill set and build around him.
Facts.
Just because they're role players in the NBA, FIBA rules and NBA rules don't make for the same game.
And I've always said, when you have to look, there's a lot of people that, and I'm going to give you one person. A lot of people can become stars in the NBA. One, if you're willing to put in the work. Two, if you have a team or an organization or a coach that believes in you. Or three, injury happens and then you emerge, right? Because sometimes that happens, right? Like for me, my emergence came and they had an understanding when Jimmy Jackson was out, Jamal Mashburn was out, George McLeod was out. There was a whole bunch of injuries where in order for us to practice, I was the point guard. It was Derek Harper, Jason Kidd. There wasn't going to get no smoke there. So I take the challenge and I say, I'll guard Jimmy. And the coaches are looking at me like, huh? Like what? Like, I'll guard Jimmy. And it was when I was able to do it that they said, oh, oh, we found something, right? That's how it is there. It's the same way. These guys can actually ball. It's just that the organization or the coach just believes this other guy, and if they don't pan out, they're either going for another one or they say, you're up next. It was a guy named Coach Jackson for the Washington Wizards that said to agent, that was
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. He said, you're him. You're him for our team. You're gonna be able to do what you like, Digital Underground style.
Mm.
And that's what turned him into who he was. Having the confidence of your coach makes a whole bunch of difference. The confidence in the coach that Don Nelson had in me made me who I was for Dallas. It just depends. And a lot of those guys don't get that same ability because the coaches and the organizations just don't look at them that way.
In the NBA. But you can go back overseas, back home where you've been in the developmental pipeline for a while.
Yeah.
And I think the case of Jack McVay is the perfect one. He was a mid-rotation guy. He wasn't great, maybe even underwhelming at Nebraska to some degree. But guess what? He was young. He was overseas for the first time, and he played in an offense that didn't really suit him, right? He was still figuring out who he was. Well, guess what? He's in the middle of his prime right now. He's 28 years old. He was 18, 19, 20, 19, 20, 21 when he was at Nebraska. Those are two completely different people and players. So you have to keep that in mind as well. Guys develop, they grow, they get older.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Everybody's not Rink Mass. Comes in here like a grown man,
Right.
I mean, Strick, when I first showed up on campus, I was like a man among boys. I was a young man, but I was just built different, bro. Mentally, I just was.
Yeah.
I mean, that came from my dad. I mean, being with a single father who's in the Air Force, where you really just have to grow up on your own. You have to learn how to get it how you live.
Mm-hmm. Could have gone sideways, but it didn't.
Man, it didn't. I just, I really did. I stayed focused on the task, and I was just grateful, man. I was grateful to have a great leader in my pops, and sometimes, like these guys show up and they're just not mature yet. Whatever the mentality is, they're just not there yet, and that's okay. But you see the end result. He's grown. He's developed. He's, taking that ramp. Remember we've talked about that, like where there's two different treks. And we talked about it about Nebraska and Coach Rule, and we talked about Colorado and Coach Sanders. Said one of them is taking the track like an F-22, where they go straight vertical. And the other one is taking the track like a freaking KC-135, where they're going to take, or a C5 Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? They're going to just go, hey, we're going to get there, baby. But it's going to be a little bit of time. But just don't worry, we're going to get there. They can still get to 50,000, 40,000 feet, just like the other one. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Cooper Flagg is the F-16. Jack McVay is the Sea Galaxy.
There you go.
So that's where we're going to leave you.
There you go.
Shout out Mr. Strickland. Shout out Senior Orman. That's my pops. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. Love you a lot. We'll go to break.
Happy anniversary.
Crossover next.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with light winds. See an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds with a low around 64. And tomorrow, mainly sunny, but stray showers are possible in the afternoon. We'll see a high around 90. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 92.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through July 9th is spend $25, get 2 6-ounce sirloin fillets for free. Also, 15% off all beer, wine, and liquor. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Play ball! Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family nights? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike 3, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Evan Cooper was Matt Rule's dude, right, with prospect identification. How do you think Nebraska's philosophy and process changed with Evan Cooper out the door?
That's such a great question. Turn back towards, Sean Padden and Ryan Callahan and Vince Ginta and those guys that are in the recruiting room. They're no slouches.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here one final time on the block. Austin Norman, Eric Strickland,
what up?
Jay Foreman.
My bad, Jay.
What's up?
Jay's second appearance on the show.
Dark. I'm just saying. It's
no, I'm here with you.
Are you feeling me?
Oh, yeah, like Braveheart.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Black Power. That's right. He's like Jesse Owens up in here.
Thank you for making your second appearance on the show today, Jay.
That's right, baby. We here.
Yeah, we ride together, Jay Foreman.
Yeah,
it's
we're
always
bad boys, man. Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Are you Batman and I'm Robin, or
it doesn't matter to me?
Or am I Deadpool and you Wolverine?
It don't matter.
Okay.
I'll be whatever it is.
I'll be Deadpool.
We can do bad cop, good cop. We can switch it up. Yeah.
You Will Smith and I'm Martin Lawrence.
We probably so. Probably so. That's how you drive.
You Mike Lowry?
That's how you drive. That's probably about right, because if you drive it, if we gotta go somewhere, and I'll be like, you need to put I'll front seat driver in a minute.
Oh
yeah.
Man. What's up?
We've talked about a lot. First of all, Jay, let's start with my boy, Cooper Flagg. What are your expectations for him at Duke after everything you heard the last couple days out of Vegas?
Man, listen, he better be the second coming of Larry Bird. He better be the second coming of Larry Bird.
He actually is nice.
You know, to be honest with you, he is gonna he has a lot of pressure on him. And can I just be brutally honest?
Be honest.
He cold. He's a white dude that's cold as heck at basketball. Straight up. Right? I mean, let's be honest.
My people.
He can go.
No, he played.
I mean, we've seen Adam Morrison's.
No. Strick, don't just not.
We've seen Keith Van Horns. I mean, is he on the level? Keith Van Horn could give you buckets.
No, he played like we used to play.
Jay, you didn't see Nick Enrico try to play on Saturday at camp.
He actually can play. He can go.
He straight up like, let's go. And he don't really even say much. That's how I know. That's how you know he assassin.
Oh, he like Bryce Drew.
Hey man. He like your boy. He like your boy. He like your boy. You know, Nick, if you would, he like when Kevin Lynch. I remember I bammed on Kevin Lynch. I was like 16 years old. I was like, there ain't no way you should be in the NBA. They trying to say you athletic. You can't let this little skinny dude dunk. Now listen, and I'll be honest with you. He's a white dude that's really good at basketball. He's gifted. He's versatile. How he plays. He's versatile in his crossover appeal. In the big scheme of things, he's marketable. He's going to Duke. He is.
He gonna be the face.
He's actually has to be the savior of American basketball.
Caitlin Clark style.
Yeah, but yes, sure. Well, along with Caitlin Clark. Yeah. We can sit there and dance around instead of whether it's a white, black. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Right
because
now
it's falling off. I honestly,
American basketball has fallen off because look, you got to think he's going to have that. He's going to be very now, whether it's justified or not. You're going to mark my words. They're going to start saying Cooper, just like LeBron, just like Kobe. Right now, he's got to handle his business, but there's a lot of pressure on him because he's got to carry the baton. Because we don't like when you think about the NBA right now, because he's in the NBA after a year. It don't matter what he does at Duke. Straight up. What was it? Kyrie played like 3 games.
They said he'd be in right now if he would have been drafted this year.
Kyrie only
played the first half of the year, right? Essentially.
And then he was like, all right. And then he went, right? So,
or missed half with the broken toe.
So when you think about it, like, take all the guys that we know that are on that team right now, all of them. And I mean, what I mean is the guys that are eventually going to be like LeBron, KD, Steph, all those guys, they're going to be gone pretty soon, within 4 years.
Then 2.
Okay, 2. There's nobody next that's really marketable like that. You could say Tatum. You could say not like this though. because he's coming from the new social media age, NIL age, where these guys are profitable at probably since he's been 12 years old.
Well, he's White Zion right now.
Yeah, but he's a more
in terms of hype.
Yeah,
I'm just saying hype.
But his game is way better.
I think they missed the mark. And look, this is where the NBA I think fell short. Is unfortunately when we went through COVID and like during George Floyd stuff, right? Because it became over political. And unfortunately, if you delve too far in politics, because let's be honest, the NFL has been the granddaddy of them all for reasons because they don't overly do it. They do it, but they don't it's not an imbalance.
You know who the NFL is like? They're like,
hold on, let me finish.
Oh, my bad.
No, real talk, and I'm because I think we're gonna be on the same page. Casual fans don't run the show for the NFL. It's the gravy on top.
Yeah.
Right? In the NBA, casual fans is what you need to propel you to ascension.
Yeah.
And that's where you miss if you go overly one way.
Yeah.
Because you don't have enough of true fans to hold the banner up.
Yeah.
And so this is where I think they missed the mark. A guy like a Cooper Flagg, this is why, similar to the WNBA, did some of the similar things, and they just weren't able to ever come out.
Right.
Now they've got a chance to come out, but then they're kind of fighting against themselves.
Right. Yeah.
They eat themselves.
There's a lot of truth to that, man. I mean, with the thing in COVID, and we saw it a little bit around here, you just got a lot of people with a lot of time on their hands. So anything that you do, they're going to just continue. Like the media cycle, there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
The whole world was shut down. So you're going to continue. If you're doing something that people don't like, they're going to constantly be on this Twitter and all that, and then they're going to be on the chat rooms and all that. Now, how does that equate to Nebraska before I get back to the state of basketball and stuff? Well, during COVID, then you got a lot more people that were evaluating Frost and staff, their offensive schemes, what they were doing, what they weren't doing, and then they had a lot of time to compare it to Ohio State. And I always say this, Nebraska wasn't equipped to come out of COVID because they weren't equipped beforehand. That's just it's just a byproduct of having a new coach who's inexperienced. No matter what, Scott was inexperienced as a head coach.
Yeah.
And then you go into it, you don't have a winning. He had the 1 year at UFC or you at UCF. I'm not downplaying that. But the year before you were 6-6. So essentially, you take those two win totals, you divide it. I divided it in 3. You're right around a 7-8 win coach. There's nothing wrong with that. We had to hire him. We should have hired him. But when you go into COVID, that's how people start to really, really start to throw darts at what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And they start to magnify things that are very, very minimal, very, very small. Now, let's go back to what you're saying. Same thing during COVID, right? Where I wouldn't say the only reason, this is honest to God truth. Let's just be brutally honest. The main reason why the George Floyd thing took really got the attention that it needed, that it should have been, and it became a really big issue that people had to start really recognizing. You couldn't say I was busy. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it because I was at a business meeting, because then something else would be coming on, because there was nothing going on and it was on every single channel. So you had to deal with it. The NBA had to deal with it. The WNBA had to deal with it. That's where people got tired of seeing it because they didn't never want to recognize it, or they felt like it was too much and say and then most sports leagues weren't doing anything. Mm-hmm. So then it made the players actually have them to do the minimal. So then it got blown up to where it was the maximum. So then that made people even more mad. Whereas if the leadership, which was the leagues, would have stepped in and did it, it would have been handled. Now, here's what the NFL does. The NFL is like Michael Jordan. They ain't going to say nothing unless they absolutely have to. Because they don't have to care. I'm sure people do care, but there's we're worried about our bottom line. Because you know what'll happen? They always know something else will come along to water, to smoke, I'll call it smoke screen, to get you focused on something else. Same with Jordan. Jordan never touched anything like that.
Nothing. He said, shoot, they buy shoes too.
Right. He invests in prisons and all that. So, I mean, look, it's it works, but that's just where it's at. But then now let's get back to something obviously more positive and stuff like that. With Cooper, I think he has to be, and this is, I hate to say it for him. He's a young kid.
I mean, he's from Maine.
Right.
Like his story alone is a marketability
okay,
story.
Right.
Go ahead.
Where's Jordan from?
Backwoods of freaking North Carolina.
Where's Larry Bird from?
French Lick, backwoods of Indiana.
Okay. Where's the Magic Man from? East Lansing in the hood.
Right.
That's where great stories are made.
That's fact.
Think about it.
Just a kid from Akron.
Right. Akron.
There it is.
Yeah,
There it is,
right
too.
from Akron, all that. Think of Kyrie's story with his dad.
And then you have the dad story with Steph, with Curry and
running
Super
around.
Senate.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta think and you got to think his dad was an a la carte type of player when he played. He was just standing out there like Chuck
Bush
Person.
eyes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
His son running around. So that's where the story. That's why it's a lot of pressure on him right now. Now he's in a great place in Duke because Duke has been able to handle all that stuff. But I think it's really good, and it's also him being from Maine, then also playing down there. Was it Mount Verde? He's well equipped to do it, and also he's able to reach out.
Was he Mount Verde or was he IMG?
Yeah, he's Mount Verde.
Cooper was Mount Verde.
Yeah, so and he can talk to LeBron. He has
Florida.
He has access to those. But so when he was in the EYBL and he was playing, his mom. Big shout out to his mom. His mom is the coach, right? Right. So she was a hooper. Then he had his brother with him, and they had another and he had another cat with him that could play. He's had to quote unquote get it out of the mud, but he's been off the beaten path. So when he gets done there, he's up in Maine. But he got on the big stage, he could handle it. But when you think about who are the players right now in the NBA that are the best, you can even go to Shea Alexander. They're all foreigners.
Yeah.
Luka, Joker, Shea, Giannis. I mean, Embiid got the citizenship, but Embiid.
Where's Chet from?
He's from
Michigan,
Minneapolis.
He's from you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but he's not on the scene yet, right? I mean, but he's coming.
He's only a rookie.
Right. Wemby. Right. They're all foreigners. Right. Now we needed Zion. We needed your boy down Ja. Both dookie down their legs.
Yeah.
Right. The moment was too big.
Sure did.
Now
Booker when they lost the he was on the verge of breaking through. They got mopped up in that final closeout game,
right. And he didn't play. He didn't play good. So all these guys that have been on the cusp. Now I think it's been off the court. See, that's where he's tightened up over there, and he's going to Duke, and he's going to be well trained. Plus, his game, I would say, is transfer. It goes both sides. Yeah. He can go to the rack. He can cross you up. He can D up. He can run the court. He's athletic. He can shoot the three. He can play small ball. He can play big ball. He can play dirty. If you test him,
not Grayson Allen dirty, but
but I'm saying if you test
True.
him, he is not going to back down. Also, he's big. He's physical, right? He's not a great athlete like LeBron was, but he's a big kid that can run and move, and he's athletic. He's like Tom Chambers, James Worthy, a little bit of LeBron, a little bit of kind of like a college version of a freshman or sophomore year of Larry Bird. He got all these games in it, and he studies the game.
An NBA scout that we read before described him as a mix of Giannis, Tatum, Paul George, and Franz Wagner.
That's fair.
That's the new version.
That's fair.
He gave the
but
new.
I'm going.
But I see where you're going.
Because when you think of Tom Chambers, 6'10", he'll bam on you.
Tom Chambers will put his
go Nash.
Let me think. That's what I'm trying to figure out the word without getting dumped. I'm trying to.
Yeah, he put his palms on you.
In your eyeballs.
Yeah, I mean,
and jingling, baby.
But the thing
and
about
bang on you, like
Tom
you remember
Chambers,
when he went to the heavens and put his knee
against the finish,
and looked into the rim and said, "Boom!" I said, "Oh Lord."
Tom Chambers is cold blooded.
He was cold.
So he's got all these type of games right there, and he's physical too. Well, and you know what? He's well trained.
Yeah.
That low post pivot he did against Holiday.
Oh yeah.
With the way he did it, to see how when he threw his elbow there, but he knew not to go towards the hoop. He said, "Yeah, I'm going to take your physicality and I'm going to go up and
straight
I'm
up."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See that lets you know that his game
he's seasoned.
Right.
He's seasoned.
He's not like these guys that either got to shoot the three or dunk. Or get it right.
Mm-hmm. Cooper Flagg and Anthony Edwards, 2028 Olympics.
Ooh,
get ready in LA.
It's Ant-Man. Cooper, Ant-Man's also the next American, and his name is Ant-Man.
I'm just saying.
That's Minnesota bias.
True.
Ant-Man.
To the core. Old school Jay Foreman coming up next. Big thanks to Nebco for their sponsorship of On the Block. Stricky, it's been a good one. When do we do it again?
Mañana.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker concrete,